Hello and welcome to a CK3 tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be looking at advantage. Now advantage essentially is a mechanic that dictates how effective your troops are. And as we can see here, well, I'm going to try and example it. We are playing in 1066 start date as Harold Godwinson, and we're going to be fighting the Normans just to exemplify how it is now. As me stuck here at Middlesex, let's just do a couple of things. The biggest thing to remember is that if you are fighting somebody and they are sieging down a county that you own / is in your domain, you will always be the defender if it is, but that is only if it is a castle holding. If it's a castle, you'll be the defender, as you can see here in defending in forest. If I was, however, to attack this army here in Arran, we would be the attacker because that is not a castle holding, it's just a barony with nothing in it. And that's the same for cities and with churches. That doesn't attack. There's no longer the defender in forest bonus there because we will actually be the attacker in that battle. But another big thing with advantage is the disembarked penalty is one of the biggest disadvantages you can have. It gives you minus 30 advantage, and that will become apparent just now. So we actually march forward to try and attack this army here if they don't run away. Here we go. Okay, this is it. Yeah, your drama war, fantastic. The Battle of South Siax. We have 36 advantage, so your damage is increased by 72%, so it doubles it essentially. Our advantage is plus 28. We're getting that from defending in forest, the commander martial skill, which is myself as a commander, with 15 martial. What else we're getting is leading own troops. Because we're the ruler of the nation, and we're leading our troops, you get a arbitrary plus 5 advantage. And the chivalry focus coming up there is from perks you can get, which is another way to get your advantage up. Actually, if I go into my martial, we are we're a chivalry focus, so we are a plus 5 advantage among other things. What else have we got? We've got their advantage is 0. I mean, it's minus 8, but they've got a dice roll of 0. Dice rolls we'll get to in a second. The opponent is recently disembarked minus 30, which is huge. Their commander martial skill plus 17 and never back down is plus 5. So they're got a when I can select it, yeah, they've got a trait which gives them plus 5 advantage, which is absolutely huge. But as we can see, the recently disembarked penalty is huge for us. We've got 36 advantage. This is without the dice rolls. We're in the first stage of the battle at the moment, so we don't have any dice rolls. But if I press play and put it on 3 speed so you can see how it goes, this is going to join in. That will impact things, but let's see how we can do. There we go. And so the events are happening. We are now at the second stage of battle, the early battle phase. So that's when a dice roll happens. We've got 8, and we've got 8. Now, certain perks like aggressive attacker can affect this. We do not have that at the moment, but that will give you plus or minus whatever to your dice roll, and that's pretty even at the moment. We've got plus 36, so we've got 72% advantage, although they have the men advantage. But then this is where our men at arms come into their own. Now, if we see their stats here, we've got 25, 14 for their thing, but because we're fighting in a forest, which is the terrain that we're fighting in, because that's regardless of being an attacker or defender, we get the plus 4 into their toughness, which could be huge if we have enough of them. But as we see here, yeah, we get plus 5 terrain, but because they're being countered by the light footmen, they are not going to be as effective. As we can see here, they are got different bonuses because we've got them stationed in buildings with the new Tours and Tournaments DLC. They've introduced buildings and stationing men at arms, which gives us plus 20% from holding, which if you actually look at London right now, here we have the Station Regiment Hussars there, and we'll also view it in our military tab. Hussars here, you see Station in London gives us plus 8 and plus 5.2 damage. And let's just see how this battle rolls out. So basically, yeah, that's how it all works. We've got lots of knights that are going to be into the battle. Let's see how, if we actually win, as we should do because we have the advantage. There we go. Another dice roll. This is very bad for us. We've got 0 dice roll. They've got 9, which has affected our advantage because dice rolls affect advantage. As a battle roll, I say dice roll. Battle roll is the official term, but it is essentially a dice roll. It's supposed to be random. So there we go. They get plus 1 while we get plus 28. So that works out to be 27 in our favor, which means our damage is 54%. Let's just press play again. We should still get the victory, especially with our Danish allies joining the battle. However, there we go. Another dice roll has happened. 7 in our favor to 0 in theirs, and this puts us to 43 with 86% damage. As you can see, yeah, disembarked and their dice roll doesn't exist because it's only 0, and ours is battle roll +7, so you can get perks to do that. And there we go, Battle of South Siax. It's going to be over. And now we're into the pursuit phase, the aftermath phase, where essentially all these ones highlighted in green are all men-at-arms that have pursuit. This is what this one is, and this is where they hunt down enemy soldiers and kill them. This affects how many people are going to be killed by the end of the battle. As you can see, we've got however many routed casualties. We're going to see how much we get this number down to at the moment, and there we go. So we've got that number down to whatever that is, 3977, and that's how many men they're going to come away with. So our pursuit was able to do that. Now that's a little quick lesson on advantage and battles. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. It does mean the absolute world to me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.